Good afternoon. My name is Ryan, and I'm going to be presenting a short but thorough demonstration of the Growthly application. I'm going to start with our user cases. So Ryan works in a greenhouse and is getting ready for a reset. He needs to plan accordingly to have the most successful results. He creates tables of plants that he is caring for easier planning and management. So Ryan would go to the Create Tables feature. He would insert the necessary information. So we'll say he is growing 100 trees that are sapling in the sapling stage. He'll add them to his table view, and he will insert the size of his tables. So we'll say he's got a table that is size 8 by 20, so it can support 160 plants, and he'll fit them to his table. He'll notice that this table is 8 wide by 20 long, and there are 100 trees within the table. So once he's fit them to the table, he can go ahead and hit exit, and he can go to the Manage Plant frame, which will show him all of the tables that he's already created. So these are a bunch of tables that our group members have created. But within this table view, you can see at the bottom, the most recently created table is right here with tree saplings with 100 on them. So what Ryan can do from this frame is navigate this display and click on several tables that are in this table view. He would be able to search for plants that are within a certain date range, that has needs met or has needs to be taken care of, or species of plants. Several features within this frame are unimplemented. What we plan on doing is having a list view down here that presents the user with all of the plants within the table. So if I click on fruit seeds 20, this table with 20 fruit seeds will have 20 fruit plants that the user will be able to look at individually because they are their own objects, and flag them if necessary. Say one of them has a pest and needs to be quarantined, the user could do that. I'm going to go back and go to my second use case. So Lily is a full-time student with not a lot of free time on her hands. She spends her free time caring for plants at a community garden. She has a handful of plants she wants to track using Growthly. So if she wanted to create, say, a small plot of vegetables, we say she has 6 vegetables, she just planted them, and her plot could support 12 plants. She'll fit them to the table, 6 plants in a 12 size plot. She'll hit exit, and then she can look at this within the table view again. But she could also go to the calendar feature. Since she just created another table of vegetables, the most recent vegetables in the tasks to do today would be to water those vegetables. Her plot, or table 15, needs to be watered today, and vegetables need to be watered every 5 days. So you go to the 8th, 5 days from then, you would need to water them. You go to the 13th, 5 days from then, you would need to water them again. Once you get far enough out, you'll notice that it's time to harvest the vegetables. Within our program, vegetables are harvested every 40 days. So once you get to the 40-day marker, you would harvest the vegetables, and we'll check 5 days from then, and the vegetables don't need to be watered anymore because they've been harvested, and the tasks have been taken out of the calendar. So you'll notice if we go several months in the future, there aren't a lot of tasks to do because trees need to be watered frequently and longer. There aren't a lot of tasks to do because the tables in the database, besides the trees, have been harvested already. Trees, on the other hand, take a long time to grow, so their waterings go very far out. The calendar feature is a very important part of this program. It also allows the user to see the tasks for the day from the main menu. This was a friendly user interface feature that encourages the upkeep and focus on greenhouse tasks. So the user could just open the application and see what needs to be done for the day. Another feature was the Manage Plants frame, which gives the user a bird's eye view of all of their tables and everything that needs to be cared for. Another core feature was the modular size of tables that could be created to accommodate several growing spaces, giant greenhouses versus small community gardens where people just garden in their free time. The point of this application was to incorporate several or all types of growers. The ability to navigate through a calendar so the user can plan accordingly was another core feature. Plants take a long time to grow and need love and care. So being able to track what needs to be done months out is a necessary feature for having a successful garden. And the last feature that we implemented later on into the project was persistent storage. This took the group a while to do. If I exit the application and rerun it, you can see that all of the plants are still here. The most recent being Lily's garden that she just planted 6 vegetable seeds in. If I close the frame, you can see our SQLite local database right here that is constantly being updated when things are being flagged or created.